In September 2006, Australian icon Steve Irwin suddenly passed away after being pierced in the heart by a stingray, but in his tragic passing he left behind his wife and 2 children, Terri, Bindi and Robert. The wildlife warrior admitted he never wanted to be a father until his beautiful daughter, Bindi, was born in 1998. "I couldn't really give a rip. Now I am the proudest father," Steve said during an interview with Australian Story. "Who would have thought someone as ugly as me could bring into the world something so beautiful, such a treasure?" A few years later in 2003, Steve and Terri's second child, Robert, was born. Despite Steve's reservations towards fatherhood, he believed his kids were the reason for his existence, who were only 8 and 2 years old at the time. "I've lifted him up and, you know, he's a little bloke, and put him on Terri's chest and we're just stoked," Steve said, referring to Robert in an old video. "At that very moment, I saw the light. This is why I was put here. Because I could be dead tomorrow. So this little bloke is going to have to catch the crocs with Bindi," Steve said. In the eulogy following Steve's death, Bindi said, "My daddy was my hero. He was always there for me when I needed him. He listened to me and taught me so many things, but most of all he was fun. I have the best daddy in the whole world and I will miss him every day. When I see a crocodile I will always think of him, and I know that daddy made this zoo so everyone could come and learn to love all animals. Daddy made this place his whole life and now it's our turn to help daddy." An emotional birthday tribute was created for Robert's 19th birthday, which featured Steve cradling his newborn son in his arms and many more clips from their days together. Even little Bindi was featured. When the video ended, Robert wiped away a tear and joked, "Making me cry on my birthday. It means the absolute world. I just think it's such a privilege, personally and as a family, to continue the legacy of Dad. He gave his life, quite literally, for wildlife conservation and to make the world a better place," he said. "I just hope he'd be proud." Despite the few years Bindi and Robert shared with their father, they captured some adorable moments together. Continue scrolling to see rare images of Steve Irwin with his children.